Okay, it is 5:01. We are going to go ahead and get started. Tonight is a welcome to everybody that's here or online. This is our first public budget hearing. Right before I turn this over to our treasurer, Michael Kent, I would just like to say that today is the one-year anniversary that Frank joined us.
Oh, wow.
Is it? I almost forgot.
You made it.
Thank you. Thank you. Survived.
Yes, so it's gone by quick, right?
Thank you. Oh, yes, it has. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to turn this over. Michael, it's all yours.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Well, the second item on our agenda is to discuss the percentage increase in millage rate over the rolled back issue. On August 27th, 2024, the Board of Trustees adopted a proposed budget with a millage rate of .7650. This represents a millage rate increase of 61.39% as a percentage of the rolled back rate, and provides the district with ad valorem tax revenue of $22,445,137. This will be an increase in ad valorem tax revenue of $8,871,832 from last year. Second item under number 2 is to discuss specific purposes for which ad valorem tax revenues are being increased. I've got just a handful of bullets, but I'll go through them quickly. The Indian River County Hospital District plays a critical role in improving and enhancing community health and well-being by providing care to vulnerable populations, including low-income families and the elderly. Investing in primary and preventive care is a proactive approach that also can reduce the need for more expensive emergency care in the future. Our county is experiencing significant population growth, which directly affects the demand for healthcare services, coupled with ever-increasing costs of healthcare, including the cost of medical supplies, staff, and facilities. This proposed budget is necessary to keep pace with these rising costs and to maintain the quality of care that all of our residents expect and deserve. A couple of examples of these increased costs, as well as showing the increased need, are, in the past 10 years, demand for essential primary care services has required a surge in district financial support from $277,000 to $3.15 million. Also, the demand for mental health services has grown significantly, with district funding increasing from $664,000 to $4.23 million. Although there is an increase of $2.6 million in program expenses in this budget, I'll note that we received funding requests of $20.5 million, but the trustees were able to pare out of that $1.6 million, which helped hold it down somewhat. I will point out again that inflation has had an impact on all of the organizations that the district funds, as well as the district and its administrative budget as well. And in responding to all of these needs, and as we have done in the last 2 years, we will be utilizing some of the district's reserves to cover part of the increase in expenses in this proposed budget. More specifically, in the past 2 years, the district has tapped approximately $4 million from its reserves. Number 3 under this item is to field comments and questions from the public. So at this point, we will ask if there is anyone from the public, or I'll need your help there, Kate, on Zoom that would like to make a comment. Hearing none, we can kind of skip number 4, which is make changes, if any, to specific items in the budget, and recalculate a new millage, number 5. So we're going to go all the way to item number 3, agenda item 3, which is the adoption of the tentative fiscal year 2024-25 budget. At this point, I need to ask for a motion to adopt the millage rate of .7650. We've got a motion, do we have that for minutes? I don't need to worry about it. And a second. At this point, I will ask for trustee discussion before we go to public comments. Seeing the need is not necessary for trustee discussion, we will again ask for public comment. In which case, I'm going to call the question. We've got a motion and a second to adopt the millage rate of .7650. All in favor? Down the line?
Aye.
Aye? I think everybody's in. Okay. Which brings us to number 2, which is the adoption of the overall tentative budget. At this point, I need a motion to adopt that overall ad valorem budget of $22,445,137. Barbara, I heard on the motion, and a second.
Second?
Is there any trustee discussion? Any public comment? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye?
Aye.
I think we've got a unanimous decision there. And the last item under this is to announce publicly again the percentage by which the new proposed millage rate is greater than the rolled back rate. And as I said earlier, that millage rate as a percentage of the rolled back rate is 61.39%. And with that, we've concluded all of our official financial and statutory duties, I believe. And if I haven't, somebody better speak up quick.
Is there any other public comment? Is there any public comment?
Yes, I have a comment, Madam Chairman.
Okay,
I'd like to thank actually Michael Kent and Frank and all the staff. I think this year, in comparison to previous years, was a lot of hard work and effort, so thank you.
Well, everybody here was involved in, spent a lot of time on the process for
Yes, yes, you have.
keeps getting better and better, it actually does. So.
I appreciate that, Bill.
Hearing no public comment, any other comments from trustees? Then we are adjourned. We meet again for the chairman's meeting on the 18th at 10 o'clock. Thank you all.
Thank you.